And then our plan was to just like drive back to the mountains and like go home. But we said, no. Francesca texted one of our good friends, Alicia, and she was like, oh, I'm going out tonight. Meet us at this bar. Mm-hmm. And so we went and we parked our car like in a sketchy alley. And then the door guy was there being sketchy because all door guys are
literally
sketchy.
It's an alley. It's a dirty trash alley.
Literally.
And he asked for my ID, and I'm like, ugh. So I have 2 jackets. I have a leather jacket and a fucking puffer jacket. They're both black. They look the same. They have the same pockets. Put my little Louis in the wrong jacket. So I'm like, I don't have my ID. I go, but this is my little brother. I am 6 years older than him. But no, I was like, honestly, like, here's a picture of my passport. Here's a picture of my ID.
Mm-hmm. And he said, fuck no.
He said, absolutely not.
Go
like, get
yourself.
the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
And I was like, this wasn't some hot ass club in New York City. It wasn't busy. The club, it was fucking empty.
The club was fucking empty. And he just said no. And then, Francesca, you offered him $50.
I said, Nick, give me a $50 bill.
I had a $50 bill.
And so I go, hey, honestly, like, here's the picture of my passport. I am very clearly over 21. And he knows, and I understand he's just trying to do his job, but I'm like, here's $50. I'm sorry, sir. He's like, I could lose my job. Give me a fucking break. Grow up.
Okay. Also,
take the $50.
Was there video cameras?
No. Well, here's the
thing. Do you think this was a sting operation?
No, exactly. Like, I understand there are sting people. They do that in Colorado. Like
I've
the
heard.
Stings. I've heard the lore. The folk tales.
The mythology.
I know. Yeah. Like, has anybody ever gotten stung?
Club.
And I wasn't like thinking I was like too cool. I was just kind of like, bro, I lliterally was like, here, let me show you this card.
You were super
I grabbed like a
respectful.
credit card. I go, if you have cameras, look at it. I go, here's a $50 bill. Because it's just like, please.
I get it, but like, can we not? And he was just like, absolutely not. And so
So I had like a mini meltdown because I feel like I ruined our night. I'm like, man, we went to this meetup. We were super excited to meet up with her friend. I was like, I guess let's just drive back to the mountains because I'm a fucking idiot.
But then I was sitting there, Francesca.
Yeah, talking me off a ledge. What else is new?
But like, I've always, as a young kid, I always hung out with older people. I always got in.
So Nick looked at me. I was like having a meltdown. I was like, fuck it. I don't feel like dealing with this dude. I'm not going to like be like a little street rat trying to get into a shitty bar. And Nick was like, Francesca, like, do we take no for an answer?
Well, not even.
He's like, were we raised this way?
I was just saying here, like, Francesca, like, it's some random ass wook in an alleyway saying that you can't get in.
You're like, has that ever stopped? We've done way crazy.
I'm just saying, like, we can get in. Very easy. So we go back to the car, and I had like a pelt.
Like, you know how I have a lot of animal pelts like around me?
Yeah.
A lot. I don't know. It's like part of our aesthetic. Gay Lewis and Clark.
We
travel with pelts.
Like a baby cow pelt or skin. And I was like, okay, here's what we're going to do, Francesca. I'm going to cut a hole in the fucking cow skin. Okay. I'm going to do an X. You're going to put it around your neck.
This was Nick's like grand idea. He was like, listen, you're going to wear the Sherpa. You're going to cut a hole. And I was like, in my pelt? I was like, absolutely not. He goes, oh, you're $20 furs from Target. And I was like, they are from Brazil.
No, they were from an antique store.
They are.
I was just saying, if you cut a hole into the pelt and you put your head through and you wear it across.
No, and he goes, space buns.
If you put your hair in space buns, you will get in immediately.
He was like, he had this whole plan. But craziest thing. So I randomly text my friend. I go, listen, I can't get in. I need an ID. She goes, okay, let me ask. She was at like a pregame party. One of the girls at the pregame was from New Jersey, but just got her Colorado ID. So she still had her New Jersey ID.
That wasn't expired or anything. Or like, you know.
And she looked exactly like me. Like dark hair, curtain bangs.
And you were afraid that he was going to recognize you. And I was like, no.
You were like space buns. And I was like, I'm not cutting the pelt. So Nick and I like just
I feel like
imagine us like fighting in the front seat is if I'm going to dress like a Peruvian Sherpa climbing Machu Picchu to get into this bar. And I was like yelling at him that
I was like, do you want to get in or do you not want to get in? Because you got to let me know.
You were taunting me. You were like, all right, like, are you a little bitch or are you not?
I guess you can wait in the car while we go have fun. I was seriously like, are we really going to let some man in an alleyway tell you no?
Yeah, you were like...
in Denver.
You were like, Francesca, like, I don't know, like, if you need to like put your like, I don't know who, like if you've lost yourself, but if my older sister, Francesca Piazza, is going to let the alleyway man tell her she can't go to a bar. He was like, are you okay?
And you know, that one of our friends that we met up that we had just met that night, I told him about the pelt and he was like, because you went in before us. Once you got the ID,
I was like,
we're
going to split up.
So he stayed in the car with us and he just looked at me and he was like, honestly, the pelt idea, no one would have seen it coming.
No.
He goes, it's so random. It's so in depth. He's like, you would have gotten in immediately. I'm like, thank you. He was like, I saw what you were doing. I was like, I know. He was like, Francesca just didn't want to see it. I was like, no, I know. But anyway, we didn't have to fuck up the pelts.